Finally, I have the missing piece and the world needs to know about it.
It's really life-changing work.
And just share who I really am, and even just embracing who I really am.
My life changed so fast.
It is truly life-changing.
Everybody, and welcome back to our weekly wake up. We are on a little bit of a different schedule this week. We have had, I had my father-in-law pass away last week, so we had all of the funeral and wake and all the things that we did this week. So I am finally back to a little bit normaler life today. My voice is still not fully back from all the activity I have had recently in life. So bear with me, but I am happy to be back here with you guys on this beautiful morning, evening, afternoon, whenever you're watching this, and connect with you guys and really work on releasing whatever it is we need to release inside of us so that we can bring in whatever we need to bring in today. So if you are new to our weekly wake up, welcome. If you are not new and have been here a while, welcome back. This is really our space every week where we come together to get rid of the emotions that are inside of us that are keeping us from getting what we want. Because at the end of the day, guys, and those of you who've been in our world for a while, your unprocessed emotions are what are keeping you from pretty much receiving everything you want in life. They're the culprit behind that back pain. They're the issue why you can't let go of that annoying person in your life. They are the underlying cause of almost everything we don't want. So here we are every week to get rid of them. And as much as we love to do this work on our own, a lot of times you need a group, you need someone leading you deeper than you'll take yourself so that you can finally get them out. And that's what we're doing every Wednesday, today, Thursday, on the weekly wake up together to really wake ourselves up and get the stuff out that needs to get out. We use the rapid relief technique, which is a tapping modality. If you're familiar with other tapping modalities, realize we use this differently. We really use this to get to the core of what's in there. We go deep and we go deep fast. And some of you, that might scare you because we don't like to go deep in our world. We stay on the surface, but the surface is not where we evolve. The surface is not where we actually remove what needs to be removed, understand it, learn from it, so we can evolve past it and allow in whatever's waiting for us on the other side. So if you've been feeling stuck or stressed or any of those things, this is the space to be to start removing the emotions behind that so that you can feel different. Today on our weekly wake up, we are focusing on showing up for yourself in a bigger way. Showing up for yourself in a bigger way. Now, I want you to think, because it's the holidays right now for most of us, even if we're not Christian and we don't celebrate like Jesus's birthday, Christmas, whatever. This is still often a time where we're getting together with family. There's New Year's. There's all of this stuff happening. And I want you to think, and I'm sure every single person on here is going to be able to have a, well, yeah, I agree with you. When it comes to family, when it comes to friends, when it comes to all of these things, we often end up holding a lot of expectations. And how often, I want you guys to think back in other holiday years and other times, does somebody let you down or disappoint you? They don't show up for the family thing. They don't come. They're not there for as long as you think they should be. You're expecting them to do something and they don't show up. They don't show up how you want them to show up, right? Ever feel like that in the holidays? The holidays kind of bring up all the people in our family who tend to disappoint us. It's like a big reminder of, yep, that's the person. Yep. Can't count on them. Yep. Right? I feel like that happens during these family times, all of a sudden we're reminded of kind of these people that we just can't count on. And you just let them off the hook, right, Emily? Whatever, that's just who they are, right? And in our logical brains, that's what we say. That's just who they are. I don't know why I keep expecting something different. I don't know why I get my hopes up that this time might change. Because I do this every time. But yet we still do that. And then we logic it away in our heads, but in our hearts, it's still there. And we replay it out in our head just a little bit. And we might say something to another family member or a friend, and they're saying, oh my God, just let it go. It's not that big a deal. You're like, you're right, just let it go. It's not that big a deal. But it keeps playing in your head. It keeps popping up. You keep having those feelings around it. And you want to just let it go. Well, we're going to work on letting it go today together. A lot of this, guys, actually is reminiscent of our childhood. It's reminiscent of our childhood when, as children, we wanted people to show up in a specific way for us, and we were told people should show up in a specific way for us. Society tells us people should look a certain way and act a certain way, but that's actually not true. We're all uniquely individual, and we all want to live our lives how we want to live our lives, but we've created this system and this way that we're all supposed to be. So we grow up as children expecting and desiring people to show up in the way the world has told us that they should. And then they don't. And we get sad. And we feel like something's missing. And we learn that maybe people just don't show up for us. And maybe we don't actually have to show up for them. And maybe we don't even have to show up for ourselves. And so all of a sudden, we begin to create this pattern, this behavior as humans, where we kind of just know people aren't going to show up for us, and we create those patterns. We continue to keep people in our lives and put weight on those relationships and expectations on those relationships when people we know they're going to disappoint us, but that's the pattern we know that. And so we keep creating that. We know we're going to disappoint ourselves. We know we're going to say we're going to do this, but then not do it and actually like procrastinate and like, whatever. And we're fed. That's a great thing, Cassie, that you just said. I used to feel that way about my family dynamics. It didn't look like the families on the TV shows. And so we're fed this rhetoric over and over and over and over again of what it should look like. And when it doesn't look like that, we feel sad and hurt and disappointed. And maybe it was never ever supposed to actually fucking look like that. But we keep believing it and we keep getting disappointed. And furthermore, now we've created this entire pattern within us around people disappoint me. I disappoint myself. I'm not worth showing up for. And then we often never show up for ourselves fully. We never do the things that are living in our hearts to do. We never pick ourselves first because nobody ever picked us first. And that's what the world told us had to happen. When it didn't. It didn't. People are always going to choose themselves. 9 out of 10 times. You are too. In situations with lots of people. But the problem is we often aren't really choosing ourselves because we don't really know ourselves. We're not really deep in there understanding our desires because we've stopped showing up for ourselves, all of us. And now we're just trying to show up how the world thinks we should show up. And we've lost ourselves. So We are going to use these situations that happen in our lives today, and we're going to do some tapping on them to get to some of these core deep emotions and start removing them so that we can feel more confident, guys, of knowing ourselves, loving ourselves, and showing up for ourselves. And furthermore, we can process the emotions around these people that we feel like disappoint us so that we can see them for who they are, we can love them for who they are, and we can stop expecting them to be somebody different. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean they have to be your best friends. Sometimes when you go through these processes, you realize I love these people and they can go live their lives, but I actually want something different out of somebody who's going to be a consistent in my life. And so it's not to say just because we no longer expect people to be a certain way, it means we just have to accept them as is, let them off the hook, and let them keep showing up how they want to show up when it doesn't feel good to us. It just means we don't have emotions around it anymore. We've realized like that's just who the person is. I'm not going to change them. That's just how they roll. But it doesn't mean I have to put all of my expectations, hopes, and joys on them, because there's other people out there in the world that are capable and able, that are the people I am looking for. So take a deep breath in. We're going to use the tapping method, the rapid relief technique. We're just tapping on the points. If you've never done this with us before, it's not hard. You just tap. If you want to learn more about it, there's a free 3-day or 3-module course in our free part of our membership. And you can also come into our main membership, our paid membership, our Happy Human membership, and you can really learn it in all the details and have the accelerated kind of course with all the community and everything like that. And so 2 options for you. Otherwise, just follow along. Just follow along. Tap on the points with me with moderate pressure, and you're going to say what I'm going to say. And if I say something that feels scary to you, try it out and see what happens. This is a clearing mechanism. So nothing you're saying right now as we tap is going to like stick in there and not leave. It's not going to create that for you. It's going to run into your body, and where you might have stuck emotions, it's going to hit those and allow you to come up and feel them so they can actually leave. Remember, guys, letting go of things, surrendering, isn't about like this mental process. It's actually about letting go of the emotions that you have inside your body that you've stuffed down in there and haven't processed. And the only way to let go is to feel them. And when we feel them, that's when the big ass changes come into our lives and things start to change. So this is your space, guys, every freaking week to let yourself off the hook, to stop trying to hold it together, to come together with all of us and to freaking let loose and feel what you need to feel. Feel the sadness, feel the anger, feel the joy, feel whatever it might be, feel the laughter, whatever it might be that you've been holding back on. This is our space right now to do it together. So let yourself loose. Do not judge what might come up. If something comes up while we're going through this, a memory, just say what you really want to say and keep tapping. Don't be afraid to go there, guys. Don't be afraid to go there. Okay. So I want you to think of just some moments right now of people in your family maybe, or friends that you've wanted, sometimes children, that you've wanted to show up in a certain way and they're just not. They're not listening. You feel disrespected. You feel hurt. You just don't understand why somebody would be like that. And I want you to really bring those people, those ideas, maybe even if they're like not even people you know, but people like, sometimes for me, it's like politically, like people, I'm just like, how could you just like be like this to humanity, or something like that. But like somebody that just like, they just rub you the wrong way. You're just like, why can't you be better? And I want you to just repeat after me and tap and just think of that person. Why? Why can't you be better? Why can't you be better? Like, what is wrong with you? Why do you act this way? I don't get it. Like, just be a decent fucking human. Please. I can't stand it. I can't stand people like that. People who are selfish. They're so freaking selfish. And half the time, too, other people don't even fucking see it. They don't even see it. Because they end up being fun and they just swoop in and act like, oh, everything's okay. Well, you know what? It's not. It's not. I'm sick of being treated this way. I'm sick of being forgotten. I'm so sick of being forgotten. I feel like I'm always forgotten. I feel like when I was a kid, I was forgotten. Everybody always forgot me. Everybody always forgot little old me. Maybe I wasn't loud enough. Maybe I was too loud. But everybody was so busy. Everybody's still so busy that I just get pushed to the back and forgotten. Why does everybody forget me? It's like I'm invisible sometimes. But I'm not. I'm here. I've always been here. Just waiting for somebody to show up for me. Just waiting for somebody to show up for me. But they don't. And they always let me down. I just want everything to be perfect. I just want everything to look right. But it doesn't look right. I don't look right. And no matter how hard I try, it's just never good enough. And no one shows up for me. They just don't. I think back to being a little kid and those times when I really needed somebody. I really needed somebody to understand me, and they didn't understand me. Why? Why don't people just understand this? Why can't people just be nicer? Why can't people just show up? Why are they so selfish? They only think of themselves. They only think of themselves. Nobody thinks of me. Why doesn't anybody think of me? Oh, I'm so annoyed right now. And sometimes, guys, when you're doing this, if you just feel like, do it. Do what your body feels like it needs to do. I'm so sick of this. I'm so sick of this world. I'm so sick of how selfish and pretentious and ridiculous this fucking world is. Like, what the hell? Like, what is even this holiday season about? It's supposed to be about us loving each other and connecting with one another, but it's not. It's all a bunch of superficial bullshit. I'm so sick of the superficial bullshit. I'm so sick of showing up for people that I don't even fucking like. I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of pretending. I'm so sick of pretending. And you know what? Maybe that's why I'm mad at these people. Maybe that's why they bother me so much. Because you know what? They're just being themselves. They're just doing what they want to do. And here I am, just being a good person. God, I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid sometimes. I'm so stupid. Why can't I just be better? Why do I care so much about people? I just don't want to hurt anybody. I just don't want to hurt anybody. So many people have hurt me. And I just don't want to hurt them. I just don't want to hurt them. And I'm so scared that when I'm actually me, I'm going to hurt them. When I do what I want, I'm going to hurt them. When I do what I want, I hurt the people I love. When I do what I want, I hurt the people that I love. Just like when they do what they want, they hurt me. God, I hate this stupid human experience. Like, what is this? What is this stupid experience that we're in? Like, I just want it to be fun. I just want to have fun. And I just don't want to do it anymore sometimes. I sometimes just don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. It feels so hard. I feel so helpless. And there's all these things I want, and all these things I want to happen, and I'm so sick of trying to figure it out. I'm so sick of trying to figure it out. I just want people to show up for me. I just want them to show me that they love me and they appreciate me and they want me. I just want them to want me. And I just want to be able to do what I want. God, it feels like I never can do what I want. There's always something else. And I just have to be somebody else for everybody. And I don't want to be somebody else. I just want to be me. I just want to show up for me. God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I've abandoned you. I'm so sorry. This one gets me every time, guys. No matter how much I tap on this, whenever I apologize to myself for abandoning myself, it gets me. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I've abandoned you. That I have put others before you. That I have abandoned myself because I'm scared others won't like me. I'm so sorry. I want to show up for myself. It's safe to show up for myself. It's safe to be me. If you feel anger, go into the anger. If you are angry at yourself as you're saying, I'm so sorry, get it out, girl. Say it. I'm so fucking angry right now. Why? Why did you do this? Why are you so stupid? You're so stupid. I hate you. I hate it. I hate this experience. I hate who I am. I hate who I've become. I want to hurt myself. Sometimes we want to go there. I want to hurt you. I want to hurt you. I don't want to show up for you. You suck. You're the worst. Who would want to show up for you? Of course, I don't want to show up for you. It's why nobody else shows up for you. You're the worst. And so is everybody else in this stupid world. So go into it. If you feel anger, guys, get it out of your body. It's real. It's here for you. If you feel angry at yourself, sometimes when we get so mad, we literally feel like we want to hurt ourselves. Say it. I want to hurt you. Why do you keep abandoning me? Why do you keep forgetting me? Why does everybody keep forgetting me? It's not right. I just want to be loved. 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 Is that too much to ask? I just want to be loved. And I just want to be supported. I just want to be loved. And I just want to have like enough money to like do the things I want in life. Is that too much to ask? Apparently, for so many of us, it is. But I just want to be loved. I just want to feel 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 loved so bad. I just want to feel loved so bad. But maybe I'm not worth being loved. I'm not even sure if anybody loves me. Maybe nobody loves me. I'm not even sure I love me. I just want to be loved. I just want to be loved. I deserve to be loved. I deserve to be loved. And if a lot of emotions come up around this, just keep tapping. I deserve to be loved. I deserve to be held. I deserve to be wanted. I deserve for people to show up for me. I deserve to show up for me. I just want to be loved. And I deserve it. I deserve love. I deserve love. I deserve love. I deserve love. It's safe to let love in. It's safe to let all the good in. It gets to be this good for me. It gets to be this good for me. It gets to be this easy. I believe in myself. Take some deep breaths while you're saying these ones. I believe in myself. I believe in the universe. It's okay if you have emotions come up on this part. I believe in people. I trust myself. I trust the universe. I trust people. I want you to take a few deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. If you're still feeling lots of emotions, feel free to keep on going, friends, and come back to this part, kind of like the grounding, anchoring part later, once you've removed everything out. Do your own thing. I'm giving you kind of like the blueprint on these. You take it where you need to take it and come back when you're ready to come back. But I want you to take a few deep breaths. And I want you guys to know and understand that there is always another option in terms of us deciding what we get to create in our lives. And so we're often, like I said in the beginning, we're taught that our world should look a certain way. And when it doesn't look a certain way, we start to feel like people aren't showing up for us and people don't love us. And we put all these things around it when often that isn't the case. And we take these moments and then we create our whole life around them because it's what we know. And so now I want you to begin to bring into your energy, into your nervous system, the understanding that it gets to be different for you. But because we learned that from society and our parents, we have to click into something else. And so this is where we click into the community. This is where we click into my energy and the energy we're creating over here at Hey You Human. This is where we click into Hey You Human's energy, because Hey You Human is a different model. It's a different mold. It is not here to perpetuate the crap society has been perpetuating. It's here to create love, trust, unity, understanding, safety, abundance. It's here to bring a new energy, a new understanding to this earth. No, our worthiness doesn't come from what the past has taught. Our worthiness comes from just existing. And so part of our job, guys, is to re-regulate this nervous system of ours, the DNA of ours. And the first part is removing the emotions so that it's actually open and free to be recoded. But the second part now is bringing in that energy. So I want you to take some breaths, and I want you to just visualize a big, beautiful ball of light. Almost like the sun. And that light represents life and love. It represents calm and peace. It represents abundance. It represents support. It represents all the things, safety. It represents all the things that your human has been looking for, but hasn't been able to find due to this past programming that's just wrong. That's the new programming, guys. It already lives in you. We're just removing what's on top of it and kind of re-remembering. All the things you have been seeking, guys, the safety, the abundance, the love, you already have it. It's already you. If you're desiring to feel more loved, that love already lives in you. If you're desiring more money and feeling like you want to feel safer, that already lives in you. It's just a re-remembering. It's just a cleaning of all the stuff you've taken on. So keep doing the work to cleanse, but then I want you to see that ball of light that is pure and true. And I want you to see it come into your body and reactivate those parts of you. Reminding you that you are safe. Reminding you that you are loved. Reminding you that you are worthy of everything you desire. Reminding you that you get to have it all. Whatever all is to you, you get to have it. You get to have it. You get to have the people that show up for you. You get to have the money that takes care of you. You get to have the house if you want it. You get to have the adventures if you want them. You get to have the body that looks the way you want it to look, and you get to eat what you want to eat. You get to have whatever it is in your heart and your soul that's calling you. You get to show up for you. It's okay. It's safe, guys. It's safe to do the thing. People aren't going to be mad at you. It may feel like they are, but really they're just mad at themselves. I want you to just feel into your body, and I want you to just feel. Go underneath the layers. Go to the deepest core of you, and you'll find a little light. You'll find a little round circle, glowing ball, just like I had you visualize. And now it's our job to grow that light within us. To grow that light through all our cells, all our DNA, all our nerves, all our pieces and parts. And if your light isn't fully growing, guys, that's okay. Just means there's more to remove and you know how to do it. Your emotions are not scary. Your emotions are not bad. They are literally your salvation. They are what is going to bring you back to you. Stop judging them. Stop telling yourself you're stuck, you're stressed, you're all these things. You're none of those things. You are you, and you have emotions that need to be felt and processed. So ask yourself, what am I trying not to feel? Allow yourself to feel it, and then feel that light inside of you grow. Feel that light inside of you connect to the light outside of us, bringing in a energy source, a support source, a love source, a source of abundance that never ceases to exist and can never run out. Breathing that in, breathing in the abundance of that light, breathing in the stability, the safety of that light, breathing in the knowing and understanding that you have all the power to create and be whoever you want, feeling into that, letting that light grow bigger and bigger within you and bigger around you. And just repeating after me, I am powerful. I am worthy and strong. It's time for me to show up for myself in a bigger way. It's time for me to be who I desire to be. I can do this. I can do this. I want you to give yourself a big hug. Just hug that human, feel that human, thank that human. I love you guys. Remember during this holiday season to use what's happening in your life. When things show up, take a moment in the bathroom, use them. When you feel that anger coming up, get it out. Show up for yourself. Show up for your emotions. Give yourself that grace. I love you guys. You are incredible. Thank you for being here, for showing up for you, for showing up for me, for showing up for this community, and for showing up for the world. You have no idea the ripple effect that your energy and us being here has. I don't know if we'll ever know. But we do know what it does for ourselves and for those of us who are here. So I love you guys. Thank you for being here. If you have questions, if things show up throughout the week before our next one, post in our free community. If you are in our paid community, post there. If you're not in our paid community, I highly suggest you try it out. It's $97 a month. It has way more guided tappings to take you deeper with yourself, to remove these layers and come back to who you are and come back to what you want and help you create it. It has more support. It has a beautiful plethora of courses and community and amazingness. So try it out. It's wonderful. And if not, I will see you guys back here next week on Wednesday. And if you're in our paid community, I will see you tomorrow. So I love you guys. Remember that these feelings are always available to you. It's just finding them within inside of you and remembering that feeling and bringing it back in and removing all the stuff that's keeping you from being able to do that. I love you guys. Have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you soon.